Okay, this video is to discuss removing the tab off of the bottom or top, depending how you look at it, of one of these pilot screws that is part of any motorcycle carburetor from about 1977 onward, particularly the Kawasaki's, Yamaha's. This is from a Honda. This is a Honda CB900C, which has one of these needles per each carburetor, and the needle itself is preset from the factory. And just a little background on this. This needle was designed to not be adjusted or removed by the consumer, and even put it in a place which it was difficult to get to. That wasn't enough. They put these little caps on it which restrict the movement because of that little flag right there. You can see that flag on the edge. When the carb's installed, it can't turn more than about one turn before it runs into an obstacle on the float bowl, which prevents it from turning more. So that was one thing they did. They glued that cap on top of the screw, which is underneath it. And also, if you can take a look at the neck itself, is a really thin neck. So if you decided to get underneath there and try to remove that screw, there's a good chance you could break the head off of that screw. This is all just designed to keep these screws in place, prevent the consumer from messing with the mixture, and make sure that it passed EPA certifications at the time, because emission control was relatively new on motorcycles, and they just wanted to do what they could to try to keep carburetors. And once fuel injections came along, all this stuff went by the wayside. It was electronically controlled and burned cleaner and faster anyway. So if you have one of these old bikes with the old carburetors and you want to make adjustments after you've cleaned it, dismantled it, you have to put it back together, you should probably take these tabs off. And it's really not that hard to do. Someone else has a video on YouTube where they took a high temperature solder gun and they applied heat to that gray part of the tab, and eventually the glue underneath gave out and they were able to pull the tab off. And then after they've made the adjustment, you can put the tab back on. I don't know why you would. There's no need to do that. Take that tab off and you can adjust it with a special screwdriver much easier. So the process I found, which doesn't use the high temperature soldering gun, it uses one of these torches. It's a lot faster, but it's going to destroy your tab in the process. It's going to be a melt of molten crap, whatever it is. I don't know if this tab's made out of lead or what that is, but it's just, that's from a couple other ones. It just melts and falls right apart. I'm going to demonstrate here. I've got one in the vise, a workbench, if I can get this in focus here. There you go. Mr. Temperature, and we just apply some heat. It really doesn't take long for this to heat up and melt right off. Make sure you're wearing safety glasses. No, I'm not going to light the bench on fire, even though it's wood. You see how it's turning color a little bit? Look at that. And you can see it's already melted. Don't breathe those fumes in. Who knows what it's made out of. Boom. There goes your lead. Down there. And what's left with is a screw. And actually, I'll try to take that out here. I'll let it cool off before I touch it with my hands. But you can see, underneath there is just a regular screw. And it's just a lot faster than trying to use that soldering gun, Mickey Mouse thing, whatever. You're not going to want to put those caps back on. There's no reason to. I've only got one hand here, so there you go. Still kind of hot, don't want to touch it right now. And voila. So, that screw can be reinstalled. Nothing wrong with it at all. You don't need that goofy Mickey Mouse cap on top, and you don't risk breaking the head off the screw. So, just thought I'd share that. To me, it was a lot easier than using the soldering iron. Thanks, guys.